Welcome to the Pure Game Podcast. Your host, Treynomics. We got a good one today. And I'm joined with my boys, my brothers.
Yes, sir.
Done deal.
Yeah.
RP the real.
Yeah, yep.
And guess what? Slick Vic is back, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We here.
So you know we finna get into it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was chilling, I was kicking it. You know what I do.
Yeah.
I normally just kick back and I'm just watching some shit on TV. I'm scrolling through Instagram. You know what normal people do on a Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I'm seeing all this shit that's going on with people talking about their lists. They talking about what their expectations is. They having all these hopes and dreams. And I'm seeing it everywhere, right? And so now it just made me just wonder. I want to bring it to you guys. I want to does your expectation meet your reality? Is it a realistic expectation? Do you have realistic plans to get to that expectation that you have? Because like dreams is dreams, plans is plans. So if you got an expectation, at least to me, I'm thinking you got an expectation, you gotta have a plan to get to that reality.
Exactly.
And stop thinking that you there and that you're supposed to get to that reality. But I don't know. That's just how I was thinking. And my mind just be racing like a rabbit. You feel me? I want to introduce the ladies before we get into that. Okay, I'm gonna start here. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Nicole Teamo. You can follow me on Instagram at NicoleTeam0. I do OnlyFans and I do Amazon FBA, and I'm from North Carolina, but I live here in Atlanta.
All right, welcome to the Pure Game Podcast.
Nice to meet you guys.
Hey.
My name's Jace. I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. I am a medical receptionist in neurology. I'm a content creator, a model, and an actress.
Hey. All right.
Welcome to the Pure Game Podcast.
Oh, my Instagram is JaceX1010.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Sham. I am Sham. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I do YouTube, so make sure you go subscribe to my YouTube channel at Sham Monet. You can also follow me on Instagram at Sham Monet and TikTok as well.
All right. Welcome to the Pure Game Podcast.
Hey y'all, I'm Chrissy Cindy. You already know. I'm a hair influencer, a model, and a artist. I be doing music and shit,
Where you from?
Oh, I'm from New Orleans. Period. Hey,
Yeah,
New Orleans in the house.
Period.
Welcome to the Pure Game Podcast.
What's up, y'all? My name is Kelly. You can find me on social media at It's Kelly Ray. I'm also from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh shit. Both of them.
Exactly.
Both of them.
And I am a consultant, event MC, and a model.
Okay.
I don't worry. If y'all didn't get it down, y'all would never write that down. Their links will be in the description. Okay, so go ahead and support them. Now, my niggas. What you think, man?
What's happening with
What you think about this expectation of level? Do you think
Hey.
that a lot of these ladies, I'm gonna go pick on the ladies today. You think these ladies
Expectations meet the reality?
What you think, Slick Bill?
Hey, you know what I think? That shit is overinflated. The expectation is good. You'll blink that reality whatsoever.
Them bum bitches be.
They deserve the world, but only can give the gravel in the motherfucking sandbox. That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. That's
My respect. That's your perspective. What about RP? What about you, man?
Nigga, I wouldn't have lasted this long, 20 years in the game, if I tried to even attempt to meet my wife's expectations. So no, that shit is for the birds, man. It's unrealistic.
Nigga, you know me. Come on, man. I mean, I just have to say, let's be realistic about the expectations of women. Like, I grew up with a single mother who expected me to do the right shit every time. Like, come on, man. We right here. We understand what women's expectations are and what the reality of the world is. It's not the same thing. It's okay that, you guys have bigger expectations as we all should. But sometimes men have to live in reality, and women have to live in their dreams. You know, I know it sounds crazy, but it's kind of true.
So, man, look, you already know how I feel, but I want to know how these ladies feel. I want to know what's their expectations, because I don't want to just say, "Hey, your expectation far exceeds." Like, I know the answer. We know the answer. We just said the answer. But I want to know, like, you know, like, what's your expectation?
I don't think mine are unrealistic at all. I mean, I just expect to feel safe as a mom and a wife, as a partner. That's about it. And for some reason, all guys these days seem like faithfulness is way out of the expectations for some reason, and I don't agree with that. I mean, if you're a woman, we all have temptations. You guys should be able to be faithful. That shouldn't be out of expectation at all. For a good woman. Let me be clear, for a good woman. Okay.
What's your expectation?
Honestly, I feel like my expectations are achievable. I'm not asking for too much. Really, all I'm asking for is the bare minimum, and I feel like guys nowadays can't do that.
Elaborate.
So the bare minimum is acting like you're in a relationship, basically.
Well,
like, just be faithful, be loving, and be giving, because then I'll reciprocate that energy. That's all I ask for. Really.
Okay, you said be giving, be loving, be faithful.
Yeah.
That's your expectation.
What?
Okay. Noted. Right
I would say that my expectation, I think it's changing. I think that I'm more in a space of trying to get my own stuff together, so that way what I'm asking for is not unrealistic. You get what I'm saying? Right. I think a lot of times women are like, oh, nigga need to put me in a G-Wagon tomorrow and da-da-da, and they don't even work. They don't even make no money. You know what I'm saying? So, like, being able to give what you ask for is something that, you know, I'm working on. Like, I have a great situation going on in my life financially, and I'm trying to build that. So I feel like my expectations are changing. Like, I do everything on my own right now. I take care of myself, you know. So when I'm dealing with somebody, I expect them to be adding value to my life, as where I expect him to expect me to be adding value to his life.
Okay. I want to piggyback on that. When you mean add value, would you elaborate on that?
Yeah, for sure. So I feel like there's a lot of times where, like, people in general, women or men, they go through things mentally, and if I'm gonna have somebody around me, you need to be helping me with that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What I'm asking is, when you mean add value, what is the value that you want them to add to?
Just like helping take the load off.
Like an example, like give me a real life example, like somebody take out the trash, or like.
I feel like that's bare minimum. Like, boys take out trash. Mm-hmm. That's natural. A man is supposed to take out trash.
So what do you expect your man to do?
What do you expect your man to do?
Help out with the bills. Shit, if not, pay them all. You know, like, just anything that it could be small stuff. It doesn't necessarily all have to be big things, but, like, you know, say you drive my car or something, you see I'm a little low on gas. You just go to the gas station and fill that motherfucker up just because you know I got somewhere to go and I don't got to stop for gas. Little shit like that. Not necessarily saying it all has to be big things, because at the end of the day, I am a woman and I am supposed to be able to take care of myself, but why be around if you don't want to help take some of the load off? That makes sense. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I feel you. I feel you. Hey, we feel. Don't we feel? We feel it. We feel it, right? Feel you for sure. What's your expectation?
I really don't have much. That's why I be so mad.
Oh shit!
She coming in.
Got no expectations. Like, I really like the bar is in hell. So it's just like,
wow,
crash out hell.
If you still not meeting the expectations and they this slow, I don't know.
Shit.
You know?
Okay, what's the bare minimum? How can I get it? Shit. What's the bare minimum I gotta be to just take you out for a steak dinner?
Fill up my gas tank.
That's what they
No,
you like
consideration?
Steakhouse?
No.
You don't like Outback steak?
I don't like steak. I don't eat red meat.
What about Red Lobster? Like Red Lobster?
No.
You know Red Lobster? No. What about
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, you
I like Cheesecake Factory.
You like Cheesecake?
I don't like Olive Garden.
I like cheesecake.
We can go to
Yeah, you
Cheesecake.
go to Cheesecake.
Yeah, I like dessert.
Cheesecake Factory.
Fill up my gas tank.
Full gas tank.
You can take me to Cheesecake Factory.
All day, for sure. All day.
Sounds like free dinner and a full tank to me.
She on point.
Oh, she on. You crazy. All right.
So I'm a girly that has a list. I got.
Oh,
I have
I
a
like them
top
types.
5 list. Okay. So the first one would be taller than me because I'm a tall girl. Okay, so you got to be taller than me.
how tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
5'8"
eliminating
and
a
a
lot of
half.
people right there.
5'8" and a half, 5'9", you're good.
You
Hey,
good? You
Look,
good?
I'm about to put some shoe lifts on the description for you fellas, right? The shoe lifts. I got you.
Okay, the second one is believe in God. I'm a Christian, I'm spiritual. That's something we got to connect on. Third one would be make more than me. So at least 6 figures.
Okay, so 6 figures. Okay.
Yes. Fourth one would be no kids because I don't have any kids. So I don't want to deal with no baby mama drama because I'm not bringing that to you.
Okay.
And then the last one would be romantic and be a provider.
All right. Okay. Before I wanna make sure that I got the list right.
Wait.
Yeah.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah. Good.
I saw a lot of ladies shaking their heads to everything she was saying. Like,
He said-
and so before that, the expectations were low. But now everybody's like, oh yeah,
That's what
I
I'm
forgot
saying.
about that.
That doesn't mean that our
Funky, so I wanna
expectations
make
changed because we agreed with hers.
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying.
Let me make sure we got it right before we get into it. Before I get
Go
into
ahead.
it, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you need somebody that's making 6 figures,
Mm-hmm.
taller than you.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Believe in God.
Believe in God. Godly. Okay.
Yes, romantic and
Romantic.
No
Okay.
kids.
And then no
Romantic
kids.
And no kids. That's
Mhm.
5 good qualities. You did top 5.
My top 5.
Let's give it up right there. Top 5. Only 5. All right. Okay. And so, like what Dunn said, I'm seeing a lot of this going on. Like, yeah, talk your shit, queen. That's in their mind. Just checking in. So, do you agree with that? Is that something that you expect as well?
I do. Yes and no. Not. I think I'm open to different religions. I'm open-minded. I am a Christian as well, though. So I'm open to different religions. And also, why do you feel like he has to make more than you?
Because I know what I bring to the table and I know the life that I can provide for myself. And so I just feel like in order for him to not only be able to take care of his own shit, but also be able to help me out, he got to make more than me.
Mm-hmm. So would making equal to you be a deal breaker?
Yeah. Really?
It's not a
You make
deal
it 50, I
breaker.
make
I'm
it
asking
50%.
honestly because I've been in multiple situations where I was making more
Mhm.
and I was okay with it.
Yeah.
But it would be nice. So
I would say it's not a deal breaker, but as long as you can take care of your home and your shit, but still take me out to dinner, pay for our
Totally.
vacation. So if you could do that, but still making the same amount as me, sure, go off.
I agree with that.
Okay.
Totally.
Oh, okay.
Go
So
on,
I get it.
King.
So it's not me. So for you,
Still
it's not the
status.
money. It's more of the things that he can provide. Like take me out on a trip.
Yes.
Quality of life.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a quality of life.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there's a certain quality of life you're expecting. Yeah, it's your expect.
I provide for myself.
So-
So if you can't make it better, then what is the point?
Exactly.
Rather
So
be
do these
single.
numbers have to be on paper?
No.
No.
All right, now check this out. Y'all said y'all expectations. Now, what you gonna contribute? What's your contribution to the relationship? What you gonna contribute?
Oh, I'm doing the wifey duties. First of all, you just heard me say I get my own bag, so I'm making.
Okay, so you come
We're
with your
getting
bag.
my bag. I'm cooking, cleaning, rubbing feet, stuff.
Hey, go ahead.
Get it popping.
This is a rated R. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Whatever
we can say
you
whatever
want.
we want to say on here.
I'm sucking it, whatever you want. Getting it popping, cooking, cleaning, whatever my nigga wants, as long as he's making me feel safe. And I feel like he's faithful. That's the big thing. Guys are not faithful these days. You don't get wifey duties because you're
What is
not.
faithful? What is faithful?
Okay. Hold on. Wait, my boy.
We gonna get there.
Wait, my boy.
Let 'em go.
The truth about to come out tonight. The real finna come out. What you bring? I ain't gonna say table. I'm saying to
The relationship.
Okay. Well, I'm making the house a home, and I am improving your quality of life. I want to elevate you. I want to motivate you.
Like what you how you improving?
Because it's not about like the materialistic things. I genuinely feel like it's an accumulation of the little things. So like,
you know how to cook?
Yeah, I know how to cook.
That shit was a little confident.
I'm sorry.
What's your top meal?
She from Rhode Island, so she do like
I'm Dominican.
Snow slushies and stuff like that. You know, they got a lot of snow up there. You know what I mean? They don't do a lot of southern foods. And
what's that first thing you cook?
Dominican.
Bear with me. I know it's traditional, but I feel like my spaghetti is a different type of spaghetti.
Spaghetti?
Yes, it's Dominican spaghetti. Yes. And it's kind of
spaghetti.
We all know what would be putting in spaghetti.
Hey, what we going with? Spaghetti? They from New Orleans, so they got that voodoo.
We got a little
They got that voodoo.
We are fully aware.
So she bringing, so you bringing that spaghetti?
Well, no, you asked me my top three.
Yeah, so it's your top three.
Stuffed chicken.
What you stuffing it with?
Ricotta cheese, peppers, broccoli, and I cut up bits of shrimp.
Okay.
It's really good.
So now, how you gonna keep me at home?
Obviously, like, because I'm improving your quality of life.
Like I'm saying, like, how are you physically gonna keep me at home instead of going outside?
Cooking, cleaning, making you feel emotionally supported, making you feel as though you could be yourself around me, providing you with laughs. I'm funny.
So I'm saying, so like I said, so I can be
says.
goofy. Can I like dress up like Blank Man and start acting?
I don't care. Like, I'm just providing a safe space. Like, in moments that you feel like you don't have anybody, I'm gonna be there at all times.
Oh, okay. As long as you goofy, I'm good with that because I'm a big goofball myself. All right. What you bringing?
I feel like I'm bringing peace, and I feel like that's the number one thing in relationships that have to be there. Like, the peace has to be there.
You cooking?
I'm cooking. I feel like that's basic shit, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, are you bringing the basics? What do you mean by basic shit? What's the basic shit?
I feel like all that we talking about, the cooking, the cleaning, the fucking, the sucking. I mean, like, duh. This my nigga. Of course I'm supposed to.
Okay.
So what's the over and above?
Real nigga shit.
I feel like the over and above is us goddamn. Excuse me.
Another goddamn.
Us getting into. I can curse. Okay, but like us getting into business ventures together, us making money. You know, us going to another level. Like, that type of stuff is like, okay, you know, you do that because you have no choice. But if I decide that I want to start a business with you, or I want us to go purchase this together, or I want us to do like just things on a different level, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what I mean by bringing value.
Oh, so we can, so you telling me we can get some property together?
Let's
like,
go do
your
it.
credit
Let's
good,
do
my credit
it.
good.
Let's turn
Let's
up.
go ahead
That's
and
the
get
whole
this-
Your credit good.
Let's turn up.
That is the whole
Let's
point.
do that.
So you got good credit?
Absolutely.
What's your credit score?
Too much. But I'm saying though. But I'm saying, I don't have an 800 though. I don't got no 800 though. But if you got good credit and I got good credit, we bounce off each other. Like, we both bring value to the relationship. So
Okay, all right. What you bringing?
I'm gonna piggyback off what she said, cause same. I feel like I'm an influencer. I influence the world to do things. So if you have a business, I'm gonna blow that shit up. You know, if you have a dream, I'm gonna help you figure out the content and help you figure out the things that you need to be doing on that end of stuff where I can help, because I don't know everything, but I do know content. So I can help you on that bag, because it's definitely important. And I feel like more businesses, more companies, everything is moving towards content-based shit. So it's like, I'm gonna put you in a new bag.
I like that she said being able to help you with what you got going on. Because a lot of women kind of slack on like understanding that, like, you know, of course we all got our own shit going on. But if you can't help your man out with like pushing his dream or pushing his you can't expect too much from a nigga that you don't expect too much from.
If I'm not helping build your bag, I don't expect to run your pockets. You know,
That's what I'm saying.
like I feel you wholeheartedly.
But that run your pocket part.
Okay.
I'm gonna run your pockets if I build that bag, baby. You gonna take care of me.
So your wife, your wife runs your pockets.
I like that.
You know it. You know it.
Does she?
Yep. I seen that beautiful girl on Instagram. She do.
Wait, hold on. Before we go into that, we gonna keep it rolling. We gonna keep it rolling. Let them have the mic.
You know what I'm saying? I really do this shit.
I really do
Pretty.
this shit.
I'm him.
Pretty.
Okay.
We that. You feel me? Who that? Nigga, we that. Nigga.
I'm him.
You know what I'm saying? Who that?
We in here.
Who that? Right?
Yeah.
Who that? You feel me? Anyway.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be the oddball out, okay? Because this question, it irks me.
Right. What's up?
Because I just feel like if a man wants a woman to bring something to the table, go to a waitress, go to a restaurant. Because at the end of the day, I feel like
hold on. He didn't ask what can you bring to the table. We
Yes,
asked.
he did.
Yes, he
bring to the
did.
relationship.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not. It's two different things.
No, it's the same
Because
thing.
Are you crazy? That is the same exact question.
No, it's not it.
It's a mindset.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
We don't
Then
want
hear
you
him
to
out.
Elaborate.
have
Hear him
nothing on
out.
the table.
Hear
We
him out.
are the
Elaborate.
table. We got the table.
The
We
relationship
want you
is
to.
the table.
We want you to.
That's what I
What
said.
are you doing to support us? What are you doing to keep the man in the household? What are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, your expectation is the man to be 6 figures. He can't have no kids. He can't. But what can you do other than fuck, suck?
Like what he's
Okay.
saying. I'm gonna say what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like, we know what we gotta do to make you stay. But
Mhm.
what you gonna do to make us stay?
But here's the thing. The reason I don't like this question is because at the end of the day, I, as a female, can do every single thing that these women just said. And so I just feel like it's not my responsibility to prove to a man what my value is. If you come into me, if you're courting me, you should already see my value. Because I can cook, I can clean. Those are trivial things. You're going to know that already. But if you courting me and if you my nigga for real, you gonna already know that.
And even if you do all those things, you can get cheated on.
And even if you do all those things,
So,
you can
like,
still be
what
cheated.
is the point of bringing
That
it
is
to the table?
exactly.
One mic,
Only a
one
man
mic,
got
one
one
mic,
shit.
one mic, one
One
mic,
time.
one mic.
One at a
Get a
time.
little excited over
I
here.
feel you. Oh, I feel you. Yo, I feel you. I feel. See, I like the hype. I like what you got going on, and I like that you activate that. And yo, I love it. I love it. You know why I love it? Because y'all feel like y'all don't owe us shit.
No.
And we gotta give you everything. Nah, that's not how it goes.
That's not what I said.
If I'm gonna give you something, you gotta give me something. Well, that's what a relationship is about.
Like playing
You
tennis.
don't. You can't act like the basics and you can't prove. Nah, if I gotta prove myself to you, you gotta prove yourself to me. That's how it goes in a relationship. It's both together. I fuck with you, you fuck with me. If you don't like, it's no
reciprocal.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not your fucking slave. I'm not here to fucking please you.
Yeah.
Just like
I'm not your
you not
trick.
here just to please
I'm
me.
not your
we here to
trick.
please
First
each
of
other.
all.
That's why we together.
And that's one thing
And I feel like that's
I
the
need a lot of
difference when-
these women's got trick mentalities. They feel like a lot of these niggas are supposed to be tricks. And a lot of niggas have this trick mentality, don't get me wrong, because they don't want nothing to do with you.
I feel like
But know your place.
That's it.
Know your place in a nigga's life.
That's real
You
nigga
feel
shit.
me? So all you women out there that's dating all these dudes that's don't want nothing to do with you, out here cheating, out here doing whatever, know your place in this life. Go get you something better.
Okay.
That's up to you.
And I
Okay.
can I say one? Okay,
Let-
go ahead.
let-
Just go
let me
ahead.
say-
Just go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like the comment that he just made is exactly why when people be like, I miss the olden days and the old love. Women used to tolerate all of that they talk
Wait,
about.
hold
We
on.
gotta work and make our own and do our own now. So if you're not adding something to that or making it better, what is the point? We're already doing the same shit. Like we are equals now. We are
Yes,
complete equals.
yeah.
Back in the day, we used to be less than. We couldn't even get a bank account till the 70s. A woman, as a woman, a single woman, you could not. You
How
had to
long you
have
been
a
working?
man.
How long you been working prior to that?
I'm
No,
only 28.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying prior to, you said the 70s. How long women been employed before then?
Employed is one thing, but employed as anything other than a secretary or like a librarian is different. And that's why the women started doing Playboy and was busting out and doing crazy stuff because they didn't want to suffer and do what the regular women was doing.
Hold up, you see that shit that y'all spewing out? All we asking is for respect. The same shit that you
I'm
did.
not telling you won't
listen
get
to
it.
me. Listen to me. That's what we asking for too. I'm not finna be out here giving you the world and you gonna give me shit back. I'm gonna be like, what? I'm
Okay.
gonna feel like the sucker.
Okay, but let me just clarify. 'Cause it was my
Here's the thing. Listen to me.
Explain though.
I'm going to explain it.
Okay.
I'm going to explain it. I give my verbiage, and I'm going to explain what I mean.
What's the world?
Here's the thing. This is what you expect out of me, and I'm like, okay, right. And then if I say, this is what I expect out of you, guess what it is? This is what we hear. You think you don't hear this? You think y'all don't do this, but y'all not a dude. Y'all don't know. If I say, hey, can you do this? We get why, we get should you doing? You gotta prove yourself for me to do this. No, chill out.
famous
I'm
one.
just saying.
Wait, hold on. The famous one. The famous
Yeah,
one.
no,
That's wifey duties.
I got you. That's one my wife. It's all these conditions. But you want me to give you my unconditional. There's the thing. If you want me to give you my unconditional, I need your unconditional too. The one thing that men always, when you ask a dude that's why they with their girl, they tell you one reason. Because that is my ride or die. If you're not willing to be that, then don't even say you want to be in a relationship at all. Because that means you gonna do whatever for me, like I'm gonna do whatever for you. If you're not willing to give that up because you're thinking about the end or what can go bad and go wrong, then you don't even need to be in a relationship at all, because anything can go bad, anything can go wrong. That's not how life is. I don't think about the negative. We only gotta think about the positive. The positive is what gets you going and what gets you moving forward. And that's how you build. You don't build off of, oh, what if we do all of this and he cheats? All of that, that's negative bullshit. That's an excuse for you to not give your all like you want us to give our all. I don't want to hear that.
But it
You know what I'm saying? But that's the reality. That's the reality. Oh, it's offensive. And I understand that you ain't heard that before, but you're hearing it now.
Question then.
Okay, now what's your question?
If that is the case, what would it take, by your definition or any of you guys' definition, as a woman, for you to not cheat on
Keep
her?
him in the house.
How?
You're a grown man. That's the question. How?
Listen to what he wants, and he won't ever leave the house.
That's not a truth.
You want to hear? How
Go
to
ahead and tell him, Don.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead and tell him.
You want to hear how to keep a good man in the house?
Please.
Right.
A good man. A man that wants to be kept in the house. You heard
And-
that?
and not
That's
just-
important. That's
And
important.
not just a good
That
man,
is
a
but,
good man.
but a man.
No.
A man.
Period.
Listen
Because a
to
lot of y'all
man.
be dealing with boys and niggas, right? And there's a difference. So the way to keep a man in the house and not out here fucking around and doing the most, because it's easy to. Now we have Instagram. Now we have anything it's on demand, like Grubhub. Like I can order that shit to the crib like that. You know what I'm saying? But how I keep it real and how I have expectations for my woman. Mm-hmm. What I expect when I come home, because I'm a good nigga. I make a lot of money. I do a lot of shit for women that like niggas don't do. Like I'm that guy when it comes to pleasing my woman, making sure that she's good.
But do you cheat though?
I mean, when I was younger, of course I cheated. But when I got older, I understood that cheating was a form of just like deflection.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was able to deflect what I felt inside by going and fucking with other women.
Insecurity.
But when I understood that, like, and it didn't take a good woman to understand that I didn't need to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like it took
That's
me.
a gym right there.
Right,
It's a
right.
reality.
Just
It's a
said, right? You gotta
self-reflection.
take a man. You gotta
It's a self-reflection.
to not want to cheat.
Right.
Period.
It took me to understand that, like, right. There's nothing that you
There's
can
nothing
actually
we can do.
There's nothing you can actually do
Nothing.
until
You gotta wanna
a
see
a man
nigga
that
has
wants
to
to.
understand that, like, you know what? That shit kind of.
It's lame.
It's
Not
little boy
only,
shit.
It's not
not only
worth
is it
it.
lame, but it's not worth it.
Right.
Niggas have something called post-nut clarity, what I talked about before. Is when you bust a nut and then you look at yourself in the mirror
Why
and
the
be like,
fuck?
why did I do that?
Why the fuck?
Shouldn't have done this.
Right, this shit was worthless. This bitch was nothing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why
but
did I-
Charles said,
right, why did I do this?
Yeah.
But I have expectations.
Like what?
I mean, the basics, to be honest with you. Just like y'all
There's
said,
nothing wrong with
Sucking,
that.
cooking, cleaning.
if I'm not getting the fucking sucking, cooking, cleaning, and I have to come home and hear some bullshit, if I got to come home and argue, if I got to come home and be in some in anything that I know I wasn't a part of, like my bitch has definitely put me on. Oh, you're cheating. Oh, you're doing this, and I know I'm not. That's the worst thing you can do to me. That's the worst.
I might as well, right?
Right now, let me go find somebody to go fuck on real quick.
Might as well.
You know what I'm saying? But the honest truth is, when I'm at that point of like, I feel like something's gonna happen, or I need to start looking elsewhere. Communication is everything.
Yes.
So that's what I expect out of a relationship is full communication.
But done.
You can't communicate.
You
Totally.
missing something very important.
Tell me.
A nigga can't even be heard.
That's
First of all,
okay.
we need to be heard.
That's true.
That's the hard part.
That's the hard part when it comes to women. Women don't like to hear the niggas' needs, wants, what he's talking about. When we going through these stages of turmoil, whatever's going on, whatever's bothering him, you don't hear him. You only hearing bits and pieces, and then you want to project yourself onto him and not really listening to
and make it about how you feel,
how he feels, how he's, you know what I mean? Then if I'm not being heard, fuck it. Let me go be heard somewhere else. Let me see if another broad gonna hear me better than you.
I really want to say something because I have been waiting to say it. Yeah, it is. Because a lot of these interactions or whatever can be honestly, if you guys have these conversations before you even get to the, like, if we sit down, like you said, we go to steak dinner and we talk about what we both expect out of a partner. If that's not what the person, if they're not on the same type of timing as you or giving out the same things as what you would expect, then you would dismiss the situation. A lot of people get into these situations knowing that the partner that they chose for themselves aren't giving out those expectations because they feel like they can make somebody do this or make somebody do that or try to change somebody. Have those intentional conversations before it even gets too far. So that way, if it's not something that I like, okay, this is not the guy for me. He's not a bad guy, but he just can't give me what I expect.
Women don't do that.
You know why it's hard to have
conversations
at first? You know why it's hard to have them conversations at first? Because everybody don't bring themselves to the table at first. You bring your representative. You bring something that somebody might like. You know what I'm saying? So they don't know your true self. They don't know your true self until 3, 6 months, 7 months, a year later. They don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Now you're trying to see the real them. Okay, I see. Now we met out in the scene. Boom. Okay, we like to go out, whatever, soever. But now I see that you like to go party with your girls and do all this. You know what I mean? Now I'm assessing your girls. I see what type of girls you hang around with. Now, as my woman, do I want you hanging around with them type of girls?
No.
Right.
No. Okay, but now that becomes a controlling situation. Oh, you don't feel like I'm this type of person. Now, what do the girls say? They say
gaslighting and shit.
Yeah, gaslighting and shit. Oh, you don't trust me. Oh, you feel like I'm this type of. No, you are who you hang around with. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
So you're not hanging out with your cheating homeboys?
It is what it is. I'm not gonna say it is.
Let me piggyback off of that real quick.
Go ahead.
So he's 100% right? It be 8 months in. It be 5, 6 months in. You already love the person.
Well, that's your fault.
You already care about this person because they didn't bring their true selves to the table.
You also didn't take the time to get to know them for real.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
You feel like you really know somebody in 8 months.
So are you telling me a nigga's never changed up on you?
Can I?
Yeah, for sure. But that's what I'm saying.
So when a person changes up on you, that the point is that if a man's trying to get you to the point where, okay, you my girl now. He's hiding the fact that he done fucked 4 of your friends. He hiding the fact that he been on his playing shit for years and still not changed completely, but trying to change a little bit just for you a little bit. He's like, okay, I'm gonna still fuck with her, but she my girl. But that's how niggas be, and that's how women be also. Women will be in the same room with niggas they fuck. You can bring a girl into the room.
That's crazy.
And this is real because I'm in the music industry. You can bring a girl you've been talking to for maybe 5, 6 months into the room with niggas you know, and she know everybody. She giving everybody hugs. Oh, hey, this person. Hey, Bobby, Be like, hey, you know my boy? I gotta tell you. And you may ask these questions from the jump. I'm a real nigga. I'm gonna ask. Like, look, I work in the music industry. I need to make sure that when I bring you in a room, I'm not embarrassed. That every nigga is not like, oh, look at this, bro. A nigga will show you a video of your girl sucking his dick.
Ooh.
Bruh, damn. She this type, bruh. She be on this type of shit.
Cowgirl like a motherfucker, boy.
You be like, damn, bruh.
I really like
Bruh. No, look. Here's a true story.
We really had things in common.
She's a real dick pleaser.
We
You sucking every time I look at you, I see you sucking his dick.
Right, there's a
And eating ass.
This is a true story.
Cut her off.
But see, feelings get involved, just like women's feelings
8
get
months
involved.
in.
Yeah, we got feelings.
Come on.
We just not some animatronic
Right.
things that throw
Niggas
money
got
at you.
feelings, women have feelings.
Yeah.
And so when a man has feelings and you find out that your woman's not up to par with your standards that you asked for, just like she was expecting you to be the nigga that's paying half the bills or paying her whole bills, living. No, I'm talking about. Think about this. So let's keep it real.
Yeah.
If you live at your apartment, right, and I got my own shit, if you living at your shit, realistically, I might throw you half the money. I'm not gonna pay your full shit and you don't live with me. Fuck out of here.
I mean, why?
Why? Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
If you're not taking care of
I
yourself,
was taking
why
care
would
of
I take?
myself before you came around.
That part.
It's not nothing changed.
You won't be cooking and cleaning.
What's wrong with you still taking care of yourself? Just prove
Me taking
yourself
half
to
the
me.
load off.
Right.
I feel
Don't
like
be
that's
a
fair.
burden
Keep
on
it
me.
real.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm adding value. You
I'm adding value
not
to
to
you.
be my burden.
That's a lot.
So what I'm saying is,
That is.
I'll give you 1 second. Let's say you got a real situationship. You know what I'm saying? Like you really feeling this person. Is the person you want to be with. You find out bullshit. During the time, you done already asked them all the questions you needed to ask, and you still find out the bullshit. Do people let it slide?
Yes.
Like most people do?
Yes, y'all let it slide.
Right. And
That's the problem.
That's what we're talking about. Is that
That is the
true
problem.
is that people aren't keeping it real.
Stand on your boundaries.
But why let
to
it
that
slide
part.
if that's not what you
Stand on your
want?
boundaries.
Separate yourself.
Yep.
Once you know that,
You're already
stand on
there.
it.
You're already.
See, you're
your
settling
feelings-
for that.
That's because feelings are already involved. We're not machines.
Exactly.
I agree. I agree with you
Right.
because I just did that. But at the end of the day, if I would have stood on my boundaries, I wouldn't be in this situation
Love
3 years
yourself
in.
more.
Totally.
If I would have loved
see-
myself more, I wouldn't have been there or dragged
But see,
along
you
for 2
love-
extra
hey,
years.
right. love the
Hey,
person.
A lot.
She
That's
is.
what-
Yo, she is.
Yeah,
She
please,
is.
Jace, please.
She is.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry. My question is because you guys are talking about the bare minimum right now. And I saw an interview with Lotto, and she was like, if you're not a traditional man, then why are you asking for a traditional woman? Being that primarily, say, not even as humans, because humans are pretty civilized, men are hunters and women are nurturers. So it's like, if you're not providing and if you're not, bringing home whatever, the food and the goods and stuff like that, then why are you trying to make a home out of me? You know, like, because a woman, she turns a house into a home. Second, you need to be asking yourself, because anybody could cook, anybody could clean, anybody could suck and fuck.
Thank you.
All right, listen to this.
Anyway, you can get yourself a cookbook and
I
teach
get this?
yourself. The point is,
Yeah, go.
Can I
Go
get
ahead.
this?
Go
Hey,
ahead.
can I get this?
You got it.
Please, can I get it?
You got it.
All right, go ahead.
the point is, are you still going to like this person if they're not giving you what you want? Because I feel like we need to be thinking about relationships emotionally, because that's what a relationship is. A romantic relationship, emotions separate it from being just a regular relationship, whether that's a relationship with your mom, your friend, whatever. A romantic relationship is special. So what is making this person special? You know, it's not the cooking, it's not the cleaning, it's not the sucking and fucking. It's them as a person. It's the moments you share with them that you don't have with anybody else. The way you can count on them, the way you can't count on anybody else. Like sometimes your partner is going to be there for you before your mom, before your best friend, before your kid. Like you never know, because your partner has a relationship with you that nobody else has.
Yes. And thank you for proving my point. That is why
Thank
I
you.
was saying
'Cause we
we
need
should
to-
not
the
be
sucking
having
and
this
fucking and
conversation.
taking and
All right,
cleaning.
listen,
Thank
okay.
you.
Surface
You
level.
gonna- I know you want to jump in, but we don't talk right quick, okay? We're going to have this conversation. Before I say it, subscribe. But anyways, you are home. Yes, that's all we want is home. You're looking at it as it's the basics. These are the basics. No, that's what we ask for, but guess what? We're not getting the basics. You think that that's what we're getting. We're not. We hopping in cars that ain't even got the seat. I ain't even ask for no leather seat. I just want to sit down. See, we talk about fucking, sucking, and cooking and cleaning and making the house feel like a home. We're obviously not getting that, but we're getting conditions with that. We want, like when you say peace, right? You say peace. Those are the things that bring us peace. You have to know what brings me peace before you give me peace. Me having a conversation on what my expectations on you think that stuff is giving me peace is us talking about our feelings? No, my peace is I had a hard ass day. All I want to do is lay down and just eat some good ass food, get my foot rubbed, maybe get my dick sucked because I don't even feel like fucking tonight.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
You
I'm
have
saying,
to understand someone
yeah,
to know how to give them
No,
peace.
what I'm getting is that's basic.
Exactly.
That's you don't have to get to know me to understand that's what I want. That's what we ask for.
You do though, because I can't look at you and be like, "Oh, you want someone who cooks and cleans."
I'm telling you that every dude on planet Earth wants good food, they dick suck, and fucking and some peace and quiet.
We can have a chef.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, that's what we want out of a girl. I don't want no chef. I want that from you.
Oh my goodness.
why?
Guys tell us that
Because
shit all
that
the
way.
time
Why?
and we don't listen.
Listen to you. Listen to what y'all are displaying. I said this earlier. Didn't I say this earlier?
Said it.
Didn't I say this earlier, RP? Didn't I say this earlier,
Said
bitch?
it.
When I say when we tell you what we want, y'all say what? Why?
We don't listen.
Why?
That is so true.
We're equals now. We have to work too.
Why?
Just like y'all, we used to be able to stay at home and take care of the kids and the family all day. So then dinner was expected, and then
Listen-
you come
li-
home and
listen to
everything
this.
was good.
Listen to this.
Now we
Listen to
just got
this.
off at 5, just like you. So then you expect us to go home and break our necks to cook you dinner by the time you walk in the house and
Just-
suck
all right,
dick
listen to
and
me.
rub feet
Listen
and
to
do
me.
it. But what did you do to
Listen
make my
to
day
me.
better?
Listen to me.
And paying half the
Listen
bills.
to me.
And we paying half the
Listen
bills.
to
What
me.
did you do to make my
Listen
day
to
better?
me. Listen to me. If you don't want to do it, just say that.
I will say
If you
this.
don't want to do it, just say that. Don't list to me all the shit you do. If you don't want to do
I
it,
want to do it with a man
just
that's
know.
going to take
If
the
you
load
don't
off of me.
Yeah,
want to
that's
do
so
it,
true.
don't say that.
What is
Don't
what is that
expect
load?
to get the?
What is
Listen
that
to
load?
me. Listen to me.
I shouldn't have to
Listen
work.
to me. If you don't want to do it, just say that. But
I'm a
don't
content creator.
expect. Don't listen to me. Don't expect the same type of results. It's just like going to work. If you don't want to come to work on time, don't expect the same results as the person that come to work on time. If you don't want to do it, don't say that. But do not ask why we want what we want. It's because that's what I want. It doesn't. I'm not thinking about what you have to do. I'm thinking about what I want. Don't ask me what I want, and then I tell you what I want, and then you want me to put your feelings into consideration to what I want. How
doesn't
dare you
make
tell me
sense.
what I don't want, what I want, and what I don't want? I don't argue that with you. What you want. If I want a race car, when you look at a kid and you say, "Hey, what you want for Christmas?" I want a remote control car. You don't argue with that kid. Why you want a remote control car? Sure, you want a skateboard? No, that's what he wants. So if I want my dick sucked and some good meal and some peace and quiet, that's what I want. And if you don't want to do it, don't do it.
I totally agree. I don't understand why, okay, for like years and years now, we've been hearing the same exact thing from men and we don't listen.
And they be like,
We
yo, why
argue
we
with
saying the
them.
same talking points?
Yes, we argue with them. Well, but I don't want to do this, but why not? Well, what about me? But you really got to think about the point that you were making, Sham. Like, what am I bringing to my man?
I feel like if that man wants all of that, I should
That's
be able
what
to
he's
say, I
getting.
want to not be able to work and you can get all of that. And you should make it an even exchange and you'll get all of that. You'll get your dick sucked, you'll get cooked, clean, everything that you want if I don't have to go out of my way to be a normal citizen every day to bring you out to the table. That's what I want. Now what?
Let me say something.
What
That
you
just
doing
sounds so transactional.
Wait. Let me say one
It
thing.
sounds very transactional.
Let me say,
I feel what you're saying,
Let
though.
me say one thing, guys. One mic.
It is.
One mic.
It's
Again,
not. That's how the
One mic.
one mic.
Listen to what Judge
Remember what we said from the beginning? Those are the basics. So a woman saying for the basics, she shouldn't have to work. She shouldn't have to cook. She shouldn't have to clean. She shouldn't have to do shit except for.
Nobody said that.
That's not what I said.
Okay, well, let's put it like this.
Our grandma's
She
got to
said-
stay home and do all of that. and not do nothing else.
But
It was a different time. It was a different
That's
time,
bullshit.
though.
She's not listening.
That's
She
bullshit.
doesn't even want to do the basics. You have
I
to
do
do
wanna do
that
that
shit.
shit. I wanna do
That's
all of that.
Get the basics
No,
from her.
I want to do all of that for my man.
That's the
I want to
bullshit,
do
though.
all of that for my man.
Let me tell you what the bullshit is that back in the day, you think women didn't have to work?
They didn't.
My grandma worked 3 jobs.
You must
and
never
still
heard
had
of
a
World War
husband.
One.
Right.
When the boy went off to war.
Right. When the men
Who was
had
in
to
the
go off to war.
factories? That was working.
Yeah.
That was
Women,
working.
women had to work just as hard as men and still keep up with the housework. And niggas came home and women don't
And hit
act like
them.
hold on,
Like,
don't
They have
act,
families up the
don't
block.
don't act like men don't do housework. Don't act like you don't
True.
cook and expect a nigga to clean the dishes.
Sometimes.
Don't act like you don't put all the
Sometimes.
Do the dishes. Stop.
don't act like you don't put all the trash in the trash and expect a nigga to take it out.
The kids do that too.
Old feel that
My
shit.
daddy ain't never
Okay,
took out no
wait,
trash
hold
and they
on.
never washed no
But
dishes.
we're
daddy.
talking about a nigga with
That's
no
your daddy.
kids. Let's talk about people with no kids.
It is okay to
Women
say.
still expect niggas to do just as much shit when they get home. When a nigga
Yeah.
gets home and gets on that game, what do women do? What you doing, babe? They know exactly what the fuck you doing.
Yeah.
They looking at you. What are you doing?
We need to spend some time together.
Don't you think
Damn.
you didn't think we needed to do this? You didn't. Women have expectations. Men have expectations. Let's keep it at that. When women expect this glorified, oh, when a nigga bag me, I don't have to work. I don't have to do shit. Nigga, I have expectations for a real woman. I make a lot of money. I'm not going to invite anybody in my life that doesn't have any type of ambitions for themselves except for kids.
Right.
Like, what do you mean?
I don't want to work a regular job. I'm an influencer. That's working. I work.
Nobody's, but see,
I
but see,
work.
I've
It's just
never
a
been-
different
I've
tradition
never-
of work.
I've never been in the box of expecting somebody to do a real job because I've never done a real job.
I think it is
I'm an
okay
entrepreneur
for
to the heart.
It's a lot
it
of
is
people that
okay
expect
for a
that
woman
box.
to ask, help me be put in a position where I can be a better housewife for you.
I could be the boss I
You
want
know
to
what
be
I'm
and be the
saying?
wife I want to
Yeah.
be, be the
thing is,
mother I
though,
want to be.
Now, if
without
I'm working
having no
all
stress.
the time,
How can
40 hours, 80 hours
know
a
what
week,
the thing
help
is?
me out a little.
You
It's
know what
a
lot of
different
women expect?
conversation.
A lot of women expect when a nigga has money to start them a business, right? So let's say you bring like, okay, I do hair, or I have a shop, or I got this, or I got that, and the nigga be like, okay, here goes 25,000. Start your little blah 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 blah. Let's see what you can do. Women like to switch around what they like to do 50 times. Well, yeah, I like to
Don't
do
do
hair, but I also
shit.
like to do this, and I also like to do this. And once they pass the next one,
Yeah.
it didn't finish the first one. A nigga loses faith every time you switch your position. That didn't end up being successful.
Yeah.
If you was with the same nigga and the nigga told you he wanted to do 20 things, yeah, you know, yeah, you can support every one of them, but if he fails at the first one, it doesn't make no money, and fails at the second one, it doesn't make no money, and fails at the third one, and he's looking at you like, babe.
It might be
look,
that 50 one that blow though. I'm not about to be the one to be like,
but look, if a nigga tell you like, babe,
Your ass is not sticking around.
Babe, I know I ran out of money, but I need you to front me for this next one because this is the big one. Just like women do.
Yes.
Women be like, look, okay, I wanted to be a real estate agent, but now I want to do lashes. So now I found this person that they gonna help me do the lashes, this, that, and the third. I need the store. I need this. I need that.
I think it depends on circumstances because what you're saying right now, I feel like that's geared towards a probably younger woman. Because as a young person, I'm 21 and I'm a keep it a buck. Like I can do makeup, I could do hair, I could do modeling, I could do acting and stuff like that. But this time right now for me is about finding out what my niche is, like what I can really do. But the thing is though, you can also just come to the conclusion that you're multifaceted and it's okay to kind of branch off and explore all those options.
But see, you'd be shocked to
If you're
find
losing money though.
But also, I think it's a very toxic way of thinking because point is, the both of you are going to stay stagnant if you keep telling each other what you guys want from each other, but no one's making a move. No one's doing action. You guys are just both waiting for one another to give the person what they want. In order to get what you want, you need to start doing what that other person wants. And in response, they're going to give you what you want.
And if they don't leave.
Let me tell you.
Somebody has to start it. So because we can't keep saying, "Oh, you're not giving me what I want. You're not giving me what I want." Okay, well, who's gonna make a move?
Yeah. Okay, and to that
a relationship is two people.
Yes.
Two people.
Yes. And to that point, I have a question for the fellas. Why is it that cooking and cleaning is the basics? Why is it that is something that you need from your woman? Because your mama did that.
Because I can get it from anywhere.
Wait, first
You
of all,
can get it from everywhere.
first of
So
all,
hold on. Let me say this.
Cook.
Every single woman on this couch said that they cook, that they clean, that they do these different things. So if you can get that from every woman, then how do you know, okay, this is the one that I want to choose as my partner?
All right,
Exactly.
all right.
It's in the more
All right,
emotional
listen,
aspect.
I want to jump on this question. I want to jump on this answer because that's a very interesting question that you have. And for me, I just want to steal a Treynomics start on this. Okay? So please forgive me. Okay? I don't believe it's basic. I think it's the basics of what we want, but we understand the effort that it takes. And so when I feel special that you are going out there and you're cooking and cleaning, I know the effort it takes to cook. I know I don't like to cook.
I feel like
I
your
know what it
standards are
takes.
low, or you don't
I
got
know
no
what it
standards.
is.
Because
I know what it is. So I recognize that's like when you doing this for me, I feel special. Just how you want to feel special when we open the door for you. Don't you like how you feel special when we giving you flowers? You know how you want to feel special when we go into to a nice restaurant when we ain't doing nothing crazy. We just dressing up just to dress up, and we gonna go to a nice restaurant so you can feel special. That's our way of feeling special, is coming home to a warm meal. I know it's not a lot to you.
Yes. It's so crazy for you to say that his standards are low. Not disagreeing or agreeing with you, but for wanting just the basics, because like we were just saying, almost all women argue with just doing the basics. So it can't be too low if women aren't even trying to do the shit.
Exactly.
I will say this. I feel like the arguing, and I'm not going to say on every case, I'm just going to say based off experience, the arguing came in when the energy was not being reciprocated.
There you go.
Like, I'm doing all of this. Like, why can't you meet me halfway with certain shit? Like, okay, you coming home to get a cooked meal, you getting all these hot sheets, all that shit. That shit is cool, but like, how come you can't do the small stuff?
But see how you coming at it like that's not being provided for you. What if that's being provided for you? What if everything you
I said based
saying,
off my experience.
Yeah, I get what your experience is, but guess what? Experience ain't nothing but just events that just happen. Like you're going to find that person that provides everything that you always ask for. But then when you get to that point, are you the one that's going to be able to give what that person asked for? Are you even going to understand that? Are you going to recognize that? Because in your mind, you feel like you haven't got that before. And so that's where we're at when it comes to the basics. Because you're feeling like it's hard to cook if you ain't never cooked. And then your mind is, well, I'll cook when the one treats me right. And it's like, no, that's something you got to practice every day. That shit got to be in you. And so for us, we look for women that has things that's in them, that it doesn't matter if we are in this condition. That's just who you are as a person. Like you taking care of me just because you're a nurturing person. I'm looking for a nurturer. I'm a provider. I need a nurturer. And so, but that's just in your nature.
How are you?
Here's the thing.
They just say
The
bills.
problem. Here's the problem. You
They
see
pay
that? You
bills.
see say.
That's it.
You see that? You see say, right? You see say how, and you ask, how are you providing, right? I don't go off the words. I go off of movement. I don't judge people on what they say. Because people say whatever fuck. I can say I'm a fucking astronaut. Don't mean I'm an astronaut. But you could say you a nurturer. But if I'm not reciprocating nurturer energy, you can say whatever you want. That's not who you are. Movement. Ladies and gentlemen. Actions.
So can I ask you a question?
Ask away.
Have you been in a relationship where you felt like the food wasn't being cooked and your dick wasn't? So why did you stay personally?
I didn't stay.
You didn't?
Nah, I don't play like that. I move.
That's the point.
I move. This is how I move. I move to the way of, I'm going to do what I do. That's just who I am. I'm going to be who I am, and you're going to be who you are. And if you ain't who I want you to be, then I'm going to move.
Then you're going to move forward. That's
Exactly.
my point.
But
That's what I was trying to say too.
But here's the thing. I know what I'm looking for. If you moving on and you not, I know what I'm doing. It's not like if I'm doing something, if I'm not actively doing what I'm doing, then I have no right to move on. But if I'm doing what I do, and you not doing what you do, movement. I'm gonna tell you about movement. That only lasts 6 months. You can only have your representative for 6 months. Motherfucker can't hold that shit up past that. If you ain't been in a relationship past 6 months, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Excuse my French, but you don't, because you have to wait till when that 6 month. Now, okay, now I'm gonna see how you really move. Are you really this way, or are you cat? It's because it's all good until you gotta sustain that shit. It's just what it is.
And that's why I said y'all don't know people. Like, you can't really learn somebody in 8 months. You know what I'm saying? Didn't I just say that? I'm like, that doesn't mean you know them for real.
The good, the bad, the
My
ugly.
thing is,
Like, y'all haven't went through many, like, you got to go through different seasons, like,
Can I
with
ask you a
somebody
question?
to really know them.
Have you ever experienced a bad waiter?
A bad waiter?
A bad waiter.
Yeah, a couple.
It don't take long.
But you
don't-
can
it
feel that
don't take
vibe when
long.
they first come up to the table. I'm
just-
like, oh, I ain't tipping
We
her
ignore
ass.
red
Off the
flags.
rip.
That's the thing. We
And then
ignore
she
red
wasn't
flags.
good at first, and then she turned bad.
If we're talking about boundaries, you ignore red flags, and for whatever that motivation is, you make a decision in that point to either stay or leave. 9 times out of 10, you stay.
It's different
Because
because of the
it's potential.
intentions.
I feel like a waiter is a bad example because you
Yeah.
can sense the waiter is bad when they first come to your table.
I disagree because that waiter could be great for the next table. If that waiter is great for the next table and y'all just don't mesh, move on. Move on. It's
It don't
another
take-
waiter out
Let
there.
me ask you another
True.
question.
It's okay.
Have you ever been in a situation where you vibing with a dude and you have already said in your head within the 90 seconds, he can get it?
No, hell no.
Never?
I swear on my soul, I never did that.
Oh, never in your life, really?
In 90,
So ain't never been a
90
dude
seconds
you-
is crazy.
No, there's no dude that you slugged down and was like, yo, he can
I
fuck.
fuck him.
In your whole life, how old are you?
Okay, are you
Not
saying
having a
like,
conversation.
Hold on,
Maybe
hold
off
on,
of looking
hold on.
at you.
Hey.
To my
Hold on,
homegirl.
this is some crazy shit. Right
Yeah,
here. Hold on.
no.
Everybody quiet. So in 27 years of your life, you ain't never just saw
Looked
somebody
at a nigga and said, yeah, I'm fucking that. Hell no.
Hey, we didn't say anything about that. I said he can get it. I said he can get it.
What do you mean by he can get it though? That means fucking.
Somebody that you're sexually attracted
That's eye contact
to, you
from
have
afar.
determined.
Hold on. So you ain't never look. This is wild to me. I'm just
It's
gotta
really
let me
wild.
just get comfortable a little bit.
That's
So you
normal
ain't
as
never,
fuck.
Girls don't
in
really do
27
that.
years of your life, just met a person that you were sexually attracted to.
No.
Being sexually attracted to somebody,
Hold on,
like
no.
based off looks? Are you saying based off the way that they
saying
look?
just like-
He said had a conversation.
Listen.
His question is different from your question.
This
Y'all are not
question
on the
is: have you ever met a person that you was like, this motherfucker can get it?
Yeah, and he said it's
No,
not about
no,
sex though.
listen
He's
to me.
saying it's not
All right,
about
listen
sex.
what you doing. Y'all gotta stop that. Listen what y'all doing. All the search or all the look. I don't give a fuck what it is. It's off of the jump.
We gotta
street.
base it off the
of Jump
question,
Street.
though.
Off of Jump Street. I don't care if it's a word or if it's a look.
He don't
off
know that.
Jump Street. Have you met somebody off of Jump Street that you was like, oh,
Okay.
I'm fucking him. Oh, I could fuck him. Off Jump Street in your whole life.
I done
Of
said
course.
nigga fine.
What about you?
Met you is a difference from seeing you across the room and being like, oh, I will fuck the shit out of you.
Yeah, no,
Once
never
I
done
meet
that.
you, I'm not thinking about that. I'm trying to see something. Like, if I'm talking to you, I'm not like, oh, yeah, I'll fuck the shit out this nigga in 30
All right,
seconds.
what about you? Have
That's
you
all
ever-
right.
Never done that.
Y'all-
That's not the position I was coming from.
Yeah, I know that wasn't the position. That's
Y'all
what I'm
trying- I see
saying.
what y'all trying to do, and we humans here.
Yes, we
Have you ever met a person that you was like off Jump Street, like, oh, this motherfucker?
No. Looking at them from across the street and
No.
just see, I could be like, oh, he's cute. Oh, he's fine. No. Now, if you come up to me and I see your vibe, I'm feeling you, then that's different.
That's why. That's what's going on. Y'all proves. Y'all ain't never had. Y'all ain't been into your carnal desire.
No.
We are humans. That's
No.
wild to me.
Wait
No.
a second. So y'all telling me not one of y'all females had a one night stand?
I've never had a one night stand.
No.
That's
I never
on
had a
everything
one-night
I love.
stand.
I'm not against it. I just haven't been in a situation where I feel like, okay, yeah, let's go back to the crib and get on that.
What's your
I've
Instagram?
never.
I'm saying like
I would do it,
off of the strength of you, like a one night stand, like, oh, I just need to fuck.
the same night. No, never.
I've had a one night
Girls always have a guy that can call when they need
He's like, not because he was like, oh, I would fuck the shit
That's
out of
what
him.
we asking about. Is
saying.
you and your desires? I'm not asking
But it
about
wasn't
his
based off
desires.
his conversation
We
in the
not
first 30
ask-
seconds.
I'm not-
just saying
listen
that's
to
what the
me.
conversation was
Listen
at
to me.
first.
I'm not asking about any outside influence. I'm talking about you in your personal desires.
Yeah, if I feel like going home with you, I'm going home with you.
There
Point
you
blank,
go.
period.
You did it. You
I only did it once, but yeah.
Congratulations.
Yes.
You fed it to your
But he put
carnal
a
desire.
time stamp on it. He said 90 seconds.
Off
You
his-
said 90 seconds. You put a
He said 90 seconds.
Just because you get it off of Jump Street.
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't get it off
No.
Jump Street. He
No.
was at my table for 5 hours.
Yeah. No.
The fuck?
Two, I think that we also have to consider.
What you got going on here?
Yo,
All right, so let me just
All right, yeah, let's spin the block. Let's bring this back shit back home.
we trying to get our minds together. Let us get our minds together and subscribe while I try to get our minds together. with This shit right here.
let's get into this. Let me ask this question. How many times do you know what you want to eat? If a nigga asks you where you want to go to eat,
Never.
right?
Never.
That's not
Never,
fair.
right?
Terrible example.
No. Let me tell you why it's a great.
Literally.
Let me tell you why it's a great example. Because women are indecisive. They don't know what they want.
Libras are
Until
indecisive.
in
No,
that, in that
women.
moment.
Period.
Yes.
This is all women that I talk to. When I talk to a woman, I'm like, "Where you want to go to eat?"
What I want to eat and what I
no
want in a
matter what,
person
it
are
could
two
be my
different
girl.
things.
It could be my mom. It could be my sister. What you want to eat? I don't know. Where
Because
you
what
want
we
to go?
want to eat are two different things. We're trying to be cool.
But let me explain this. If it's just based off of what you want, why don't you know what you want?
Comparing what I want to eat and
Food
comparing
is
what I want in a
different.
person are two different things. That's a terrible example. Same with the waiter thing.
But it brings it back to thinking about 20 different careers for women, right?
When
don't know
you're
what you don't know what
approaching
you wanna
someone
do.
in a
Men
romantic
have to
standpoint,
pick something, period. Right? Men have to pick something decisive. We have to say, this is what we got to do to go make money. Right? And women get to go think of 35 different things that they can do.
that's the woman
to do
you're
the same
dealing
shit.
with. No, I'm not saying your wife, but I'm
But
saying
I'm
like
saying
if you're
women
speaking
are
from experience.
women are indecisive.
But what's
And
wrong
men-
with that?
What if all
Men
those
and,
things are making money?
because
What
what
do
I'm
you mean,
saying
what's
is
wrong
that
with
men
that?
and women are not the same. We were not created equal.
Men are
so
But
she
therefore,
just said
if men
we
are
equal.
supposed to
She
be,
just said we equal.
So
Not
that's
that we are
that's the
not.
point.
we're not.
I'm saying we go to work equally and men expect us to do the same
Let
things.
me
We're
say
not
this.
supposed to be.
Yes.
We're
Let me
supposed to
say
be taken
this.
care of and provided for and protected.
Done. Didn't she just say that she's trying to find her niche? What are you doing trying to find your niche? You're exploring different options, right? But your man don't have that. He has to provide right away,
That's the
right?
thing.
Yeah.
You guys, I feel like this whole conversation is very
Going over the
misguided.
heads, right?
Yes, everyone has.
She said it's misguided.
We don't want to
Her
misguide.
Very clear. Let's go.
Okay, because you said, are your expectations a reality?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, everybody is saying that they want the bare minimum, being the cooking, the cleaning, the sucking, and fucking. And I'm saying, in a relationship aspect, the whole waiter thing, you can't compare it to a relationship because when you're approaching someone, not as a waiter, but in a romantic standpoint, you're already biased. So you're going to be like, oh, okay, I want to impress this person. When you're having an interaction with the waiter, do you guys want to impress each other? Not really. I'm just doing my job.
Of course.
And I say that because I was a waiter.
Of course the waiter wants to impress you to get a good tip.
Yes.
No.
not in Atlanta. That ain't
my job.
I'm literally doing my job. I'm not going to do
not a lot.
anything out of the norm.
I got a lot of money as a waiter.
Hold on. You
I'm
trigger
saying-
right now. Now you know what you're getting at home with her. She's just doing her job.
No, I'm saying as a waiter, I'm not doing more for you than what's already expected. What's expected is for me to, take your order, make sure it's right, and attend to you.
Make sure your
That's
drinks
it.
is not empty.
Yes, but to get that bigger tip, which if you want to relate it to a relationship aspect, what are you doing that's outside of the basics? What are you doing that's outside of the bare minimum? What are you doing that's not cooking, cleaning, sucking, and fucking? What are you doing?
You see that? I like that. But where we're conveying is they're not even waiting on us while we sitting at we're gonna talk about waiter.
And that's just the type of people you find.
We've been waiting. My drink has
That
been
part.
empty.
That's not us.
Yeah, my drink been
That's your
empty
women. That's your bitches
for
that you
the
deal
whole
with.
time. I ain't seen the waiter the whole time. The only people I seen was the people who brought me the food.
Yeah.
That's where the issue is. That's where the disconnect is.
Okay, but let me just say this because we're supposed to be speaking in reality, right?
Right.
The reality is we are cooking, fucking, sucking, doing all the things and still getting cheated on.
Come on
we
now.
getting left for the bitches that don't do that.
Why
would we do it?
Thank you.
My question is, what makes you think
That's the best you can do.
Let me see.
That's
why-
the best
what-
you can do.
Come on.
What makes you
That's the
think
best you
That
can do.
was so
that's what
fair.
you're doing?
Yep, that's the best.
What?
What makes you think that's what you're doing? You think that you're bringing the basics.
I know.
But see,
Is his balls empty?
But see,
Yes.
but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you
You
something.
getting cheated on?
That's not true. That's not true.
Whole belly of
Let me
empty
say
balls.
this. Let me say this.
And niggas still
not
cheat. It's not
That
true.
ain't
And they're cheating with the girls that don't do it.
And
That don't
sometimes
do it,
guys
bitch.
just want something different. Like
Come on now.
you guys are primal.
One mic.
The only thing that's gonna make a man
One
not
mic.
cheat is a man that don't
One
want to cheat.
mic. One mic.
Go ahead, say your thing.
Men, like literally going back to whatever BC. Men are primal. At the end of the day, we're animals. In reality, honestly, it's a controversial topic about humans actually whether or not we're supposed to be monogamous. But besides the point, my point is, as a man, they could get bored too. They're like, okay, this is the same pussy, this is the same menu, this is the same cooking and cleaning. Like, I want something new. I want to find time. Oh, I'm bored. Or, oh, I want someone who understands me differently. Like, it doesn't matter. What keeps you in a relationship is them as a person. Because if you're giving me everything that I want, materialistically or surface, oh, cooking, cleaning, and paying your bills, but guess what? You're boring me, then is the relationship working? Because then we're not compatible.
That's not.
And let's talk about how men ruin their safe space with women and then go try to cheat with other women that stroke their ego to make them feel better when you had a safe space right where you was at, but you blew it every chance you got.
Because they don't care.
They don't care. But then once you blow it, you want to go to the next bitch that's going to make you feel better and make you feel even the slightest bit better because you know I'm going to check you every chance you get because I want the best for you. That bitch don't give a fuck about you. There's a difference.
And the
80-20
thing
rule.
is, it's because men aren't as emotional as women. We're going to love you in a different way because scientifically, women.
So basically, what y'all saying? This is based on you all's experience.
Yeah.
But that's what
all
you
we
can
can-
only
we can
talk
talk
about.
about.
You can only talk about what you've experienced, what you've learned, what you've went through. You can't talk about what you
Rough out
would
here,
do.
boy.
That's
You know what
rough
I'm
out
saying?
here.
You
Rough
have to
out
talk about your
Men
experiences.
got it hard.
Boy, it's rough out here.
People out here trying to talk about
What
what
do
they
they got hard?
would do
And
and
the
fuck all
crazy
that.
the crazy thing is, they don't even understand that we don't want nothing more than peace. Not one of them have talked about peace.
I just
You know
said
what I'm
that.
saying?
Question about peace.
Come on, hold on.
For you.
Pressing it, you know what I mean? Do you make it comfortable enough at home for him to sit at home, kick his feet up, play his video game, chill out, relax? No, you don't. You're always nagging. I'm not saying you in
think he's
general.
been
I don't
asleep
know.
the whole
I don't know
podcast.
y'all. I don't know y'all.
been asleep.
So don't take it personal. Please don't take it personal.
We already said
You
that.
women need to find out what it is about themselves that don't attract a man to be at home with them. Now, if the man does not want to be at home with you and he's still out here playing games, okay, understand your man, understand the ball game that you're in. You are attracting this type of dude that wants to be out here, you know, want to be a player or whatever the case may be. Don't put that on the man, put that on yourself. It's not always the man's fault. It's who you're attracting. You're attracted to this type of dude. Okay, well, you deal with it.
It's the same thing that I'm saying. Then you guys are picking bummy women.
But that's what we just
because
said.
they're not
though.
bringing anything to the
that
table.
aspect, in that aspect,
picking
you
bummy
can.
men.
But you can't keep a man at home that don't want to be at home. It don't
That
matter
part
what you're
too.
doing.
That's what we
That
just
part.
said. Like,
Hold
takes a
on,
man
but
to not
Take accountability,
but-
bro. I don't.
right?
Yeah, because
it is about taking accountability. But at the same time, do you guys take accountability? I haven't heard not one of y'all take accountability about.
You been asleep?
No, hold on.
You been asleep.
I have a question.
I have not heard one of you women sit up here and say, I have not done this in my relationship. That's why he was out there doing this. All you guys have said is, I have sucked, fucked, and cleaned, and that's why, and he's still out there doing it. You have not taken accountability. You have not self-reflected and figured out what in me have not done within my relationship to keep this nigga sitting in my bed.
But it's also
you're not the man at home.
accountability to the other party.
One mic.
One mic, and I like this.
One mic.
There we go.
Again, let's take it back to when we first started this conversation, right? What did I tell y'all? My wife didn't change me. Right?
You wanting to change yourself changed you, right?
I had to
Let me sit there.
right.
I remember that conversation.
I had to become a better man for myself,
Period.
not for a woman. I had to think to myself, what's going to make me a better man? Not just a better man, but a more attentive human being to people that are around me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Personal value.
And it starts with your personal value. It starts from your inner self. So most people think that like you get with a person, okay, he's gonna change. At some point, he's gonna be a better man. And most women go for the same niggas.
Type of dude.
Sorry to say that you guys all look at the same type of nigga that can. Oh well, he's got his own this. He's got that. He's got this. You guys don't want to build with a nigga.
No.
Y'all want a nigga to come fully assembled.
Pre-assembled.
And,
Yep.
and the niggas that's fully assembled have options. We have
option word.
Not only options, but better options. We got women that can do this. We got women that a woman can come into my life and give me with boom, 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 boom. Right?
You just got your certificate to be an esthetician.
Right.
But this woman already has her
this woman
certificate.
she
has her own studio.
She already got her money. She already got IRA. She got shit.
Yeah.
And you want me to come in to the bottom level of what you got going on, and when I'm built up.
I agree to disagree.
You can agree and disagree all you want, but at the same time, real life is real life. That's why the expectations don't meet reality.
No.
Your reality doesn't meet a real man's expectations. If a man's already got his shit put together, I already got all the money I need. I got everything I need. What can you bring to the table for me? I'm here.
Okay, but can I just...
I have a question also.
Let me just ask something real quick. Again, I'm gonna say that is why we can't ask the same questions to men and women. We are different. At the end of the day, you are supposed to provide and protect. Our responsibility is different. So you should not be looking at a woman as, oh, she has this degree. Oh, she can cook. She can clean. Because we can all do that, but that doesn't make me a good partner to you. What's going to be different between me and her is how I make you feel. Is how I can talk to you. How I can be a cheerleader for you.
Off of feelings. I'm sorry to tell you, we move off of basic necessity and reality.
Okay, but a basic necessity to a man should not be the fact that, I have this certificate.
We move off of logical expectations in a relationship. We look at somebody and say, this is what we need. If you can't supply what we need, we go look for it elsewhere. I'm sorry to tell you, that's the truth. You can say feelings all you want, but feelings are nothing to us.
But you know the rebuttal, what they're going to say? Oh, they always cheat with the less. Okay, yes, I might be cheating with the less, but I ain't expecting nothing out of her.
So why don't you guys come into a relationship saying I'm a cheater, pretty much? Like, I got my shit together, I'll fuck you good, I'll provide for you, but I'm a cheater.
Why don't women say the same thing? Because you
say what part?
When we open up the show,
they're not. I'm not.
Hold on.
God, I wish I was sometimes.
You guys understand what you guys was in a powwow. You guys was, doing your thing. Did you guys understand what y'all was saying? Y'all always have that one that y'all can go back to and fuck on and everything else. Men understand that.
We said instead of a one night stand, we're gonna call our ex. You know.
Well, so as
y'all
me,
still keep
as
them
me,
in the
You
memory.
emotionally connected to the dude, right?
Me,
Y'all got history.
We're grown women. We're grown people, right? You're a grown woman. I'm a grown man. So I can't expect you not to be untouched. I can't expect you not to have nobody else that's coming around fucking on you whenever they want to and do whatever. So why would I subject myself to you? You don't expect nothing from this nigga running through you. Why can't I do the same to you?
Period.
So I just want to lie because other niggas are lying, so I'm gonna lie too.
Okay.
So you can't expect nothing more from me.
Well, at least it's real nigga shit. I respect that. I can't
My
argue
thing
with
is,
that.
like, you guys need to be going after people that want the same things. That's why you guys are having such bad experiences.
That's true too.
As a man, that's the thing. Because you guys are talking from bad experiences. You guys are talking about bummy women.
Y'all the ones got the bad experiences. We ain't
But no, that's what that goes back to what I said. Everybody put up a front when they first meet. You know what I'm saying? 6-7 months down the line, now you find out the real them. Now you find out,
that goes both ways, though.
It does go both ways, but at the same time, we don't expect you to be more than what you are. we see you as face value. You want the world from us at the beginning, right? We have to provide X, Y, and Z.
I don't think it's the world, because it's like, say all you want is someone who cooks, cleans, and whatever. Fucks and
Not
sucks,
one man
right?
said that. That's all they want.
That's what you guys have been talking about this whole time. Because and then if you don't,
The women said that. The women said
no,
that.
because he was also talking about he wants a girl that got her shit together.
We're not going to semantics. What you got to say?
I feel like you could even build a nigga from the ground up and he's still gonna cheat.
Period.
So it just be like, why not get somebody that's already got their shit together and already where we are at, or at least better than where we're at. Worse than trying to build a nigga up to where we're at. For a nigga to tear us down and make us have to start all over.
I want to ask this question.
Men have to realize that them cheating on us doesn't just affect us as just cheating on us. It makes our mentals have to reset. So why would you get with me and make me come down 3 levels when you could just not do that? Literally be single and be your own nigga. But niggas be insecure as fuck and get into relationships before they're ready. And then they want to take it out on that bitch when it's an insecurity problem. Like you said, until a nigga is ready to not do that, he's going to continue to do that. It's a man thing. It has nothing to do with the woman. Beyonce got cheated on. Anybody can get cheated on. Point blank period. She's the GOAT. We on her internet every day. If Beyonce can get cheated on, none of us are safe. So all I'm gonna say is nothing is gonna keep a man at home besides a man wanting to be at home. Point blank period.
All right, so let me explain this.
Yeah.
The reason why you don't get with a man that's pre-built is because that nigga can take everything away from you like this. You didn't build it with him. You didn't set up anything with him. You don't have a bank account with this nigga. This nigga got all his shit put together and ready. Have y'all ever heard of what's the soccer player who Messi? Yeah. So his wife divorced him, thinking like, okay, I'm about to dip on this nigga and get $150 million.
And his mom had everything.
And his mom had everything in it. Well, shit, I can't get anything. It's like deuces.
Oh my God.
Right, you ready to leave? Peace.
Okay, but
the reason why you don't why it's important to build with somebody is to learn. That's the point.
On the job.
Okay, but
If you don't learn how to build with somebody, then you don't learn for yourself. If a man builds millions of dollars and you don't know how to make $1 million for yourself, how do you think you're gonna learn?
But I feel like as well, if you date a guy that makes $1 million, say that he comes into the situation and I don't know how to make $1 million. Why can't he help to teach me that? What's the problem?
What if I taught that nigga how to make $1 million? Now what?
He's too
Did
busy.
you though?
I can.
He's too busy.
I'm in my bag. I know I can. So now what?
One thing about
What's
it
next?
is
Come on, man.
Can you
Again,
It's a conversation thing.
I think it's important to find.
you want a man to make $1 million?
It's
Wait. You want a man to make $1 million, but you only making $25,000, $55,000 a month. You don't even know how to deal with $1 million. You don't even know how to even take $1 million and flip $1 million into $4 million.
That's
you can't even
why
flip $55 million into $100 million. So how can I? Why?
it's important to
Why? So you're telling me to take my time out of my busy day? I'm making
But when you fuck
money.
with somebody,
Hold on. I'm taking my day when I'm making buku money. I got meetings after meetings after meetings, and you want me to sit down with you and tell you, hey, I need you to go do X, Y, and Z because this is this, so I can make this much money and this much money and whatever the case may be. I don't have the time to do that.
No,
if you're not on the same wavelength,
I'm about to go learn that shit on my own.
Meaning I'm doing my due diligence.
I'm about to go learn that shit
This is
on
where the
my
point
own.
comes in
One bite at a time.
that women want to be housewives. They want to be in the house.
I don't.
They want to. I'm feeding the kids. I'm making your dinner. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Why do I have to do anything more? And that's where the mindset comes from.
That's a job, though.
But
It is a job.
You think it's a job.
You do it.
It is.
It's right.
One mic at a time.
Hold on. You think it's a job until a nigga walks away and you have nothing. Then
What
what's
are you
your
talking
job?
about?
What I'm saying is, you're in a situation with a nigga that you didn't learn how to make money. You're just in the situation. You're doing the cooking, the cleaning, and all that. And when you leave the situation, this nigga has all the money, and you're trying to figure out how to get it. You think your job was that, but you didn't know that your job was to learn. You didn't know your job was to become a better person. You didn't know your job was to become a mogul. You think you know who Jesse Itzler is?
Yeah.
Okay, Jesse Itzler owns the Hawks.
No.
You know what his wife owns? Spanx. She has her own billions of dollars, right? He has his own billions of dollars. When they leave each other, she's good. She doesn't have to ask for shit. She don't have to ask for child support. She don't have to ask for alimony. She don't have to ask. She's got her money. He's got his money. You know what I'm saying? But when both people are in their bags, that's the dream. The dream isn't for a nigga to provide for everything. Look at Cardi B. Look at Glorilla. These women that start getting their own money, you know what they start saying? I think we should split the bills. When you get a check, when women get money in their pockets, they start to understand the responsibility in a relationship doesn't just end and begin with the nigga doing everything. It ends and begins with equality.
Okay, but guess what? Cardi B still getting cheated on.
Exactly.
What does that have to do with anything?
A lot.
The point
A lot.
She's cheating too.
Who said that though?
Niggas
Jeff
are with-
Bezos' wife helped him build Amazon up, and that's why she got half. That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Build
what
the
I'm
nigga.
saying.
That's what I mean when
But
I
she
say
didn't
build
build-
the
she
nigga.
didn't
She
build
helped
it.
him get to where he
didn't
was.
build
That's
it,
why she got half.
to
did not.
avoid
Gotten
to
that.
avoid all the arguments and to avoid the bad experiences and stuff like that, you need to find compatibility and assets that you're okay with. Like, okay, do they have to make as much as me or more than me? Am I okay with that? Oh, they don't cook and clean. Am I okay with that? Oh, they don't do this, that, and the third. Am I okay with that? So don't complain that, oh, a woman is coming to you without no money or whatever because you accepted that. Like, and it takes
You were okay with that.
you as well as the other party need to both be accountable. Like, okay, he left because I'm not what he wanted. And you're going to be like, okay, well, I left because you're not what I wanted.
So how many women have been with broke niggas?
A lot.
Plenty.
A lot.
So
You didn't hear what I just said,
So why
huh?
weren't y'all okay with that?
We were.
I was.
Because I
They
was doing
cheated.
it.
The nigga cheated.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because
But,
why
but
would we
he's a
stay?
cheater, so why weren't you okay with that?
What?
Women do not want to be
The nigga
cheated
was
We don't
on-
want
on.
to be cheated on. Why would we stay through cheating?
We would rather be with a bum nigga than get cheated on.
Listen, let him get
I don't know. I'd rather be with someone with money than get cheated on.
I feel you wholeheartedly.
Because
God.
Hey,
I love my
hey,
chest.
he cooking, so
You know what they say?
I
You know what they say?
would.
Would you rather cry in a Honda or cry in a Maybach?
Exactly.
My Maybach.
I'll take the
Exactly.
Rolls
No,
Royce.
I got my own Maybach. If that's the case,
But-
I don't want to
but-
cry.
But let's put it like this, okay? Cheating is such a big bad word for everybody. But let's keep it real. How many of us have cheated on our significant other?
Never.
No, I've never.
It's
Never.
not that hard.
So how many people is never? Raise your hand.
Okay,
Well,
my
maybe in
first,
high
my
school,
first
but I'm
boyfriend.
not.
Yeah.
in high school?
That don't count.
High school don't count.
If you want to be
That's
with
your first
multiple
experience.
people,
I'm
don't be in a
28.
relationship. It's
17.
simple.
Right.
It's simple.
so
11 years,
college,
you can
actually.
grow
So
up.
17.
No.
So hold on. The action since you was 17, you never did the action. So if I robbed a bank at 17 years old, I was.
It could be wiped off your record by now.
Yeah.
but
You can
robbed the bank.
absolutely
That person-
change.
Whoever, if I robbed a bank at 17 years old, it doesn't matter if that record has been expunged.
It's expunged.
That gun I put in that teller's face is going to remember that for the rest of their life. So just when it's not about their business, you have to be cognizant of the actions that you have done in your life. You can't write it off as just being, oh, I was young back then.
You changed, though.
Like
Like, you haven't heard, if I cut hair, am I a barber?
Listen to me.
No.
No, listen to me. Because you know why you don't want to listen to me? You know why you don't want to listen to me?
Because you're wrong.
Because you don't want to accept that you fucked up in life. Everybody has a fucked up moment. But you don't want. Listen, you know
We
why?
grew from that. That's all we're trying to say.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
We
You
know
see
we
that right
fucked up.
there?
We grew.
Nah, you see that right there? I'm gonna be honest with you. That's childish.
Yeah, my grandfather always told me.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. That's childish.
It's childish
Because
to
you're,
grow.
No.
it's not childish to grow. It's childish not to acknowledge the misdeeds that you've
Yeah.
done in your
Fucked
life.
up, and I grew from that.
Listen to me. Listen to why I say it's childish. Because you're making an excuse for it. That means you have not acknowledged. If I fucked up, I fucked up. It is what it is. My bad, and I'm moved on from
At
it.
16,
No,
making
but this is where you at. I fucked up, but I was 17. So we was kids, so it really didn't count. That person,
I have a different mental processing, and I do things better
I get
now.
your mental, right? I get your mental.
Don't we do things better as we grow up? No?
No, listen to what I'm saying. I get that you in that, but when you were 17 years old and you broke that dude's heart, right?
I didn't break his heart. He broke mine first. I would get revenge.
Listen to me. Listen to me. You broke his heart. And guess what? His heart is going to be broken forever. It's not.
Oh, shit. I hope so.
Yeah.
This is true though, because my grandfather always said, you cannot change your reputation.
Yeah, let me tell you my point. I'm going to tell you my point. You may think that
Like what you've done in the past, you can't
All right,
change it.
Hey,
That's true.
You
Can
can't
I
change the
please-
past,
can I
but you can
please
change
speak?
who you are.
I got it.
Facts.
Now, I want you to think that I know you don't care, but what you do to that person experience affects them for the rest of their life. So they're going to go off of that experience and they're going to mirror off of that. Just like your experience, the things that you went through, like that person that might have cheated on you, that person can just say, oh shit, I was young and you know how I was and I'm a different person now. But you're forever affected
I'm
on
not.
what that person.
I don't hold it against him. He was a
Nah.
child.
You-
He was
you-
17.
Listen to me.
That didn't further
Sit down.
It didn't further
I want you to sit down in your mind. I want you to accept it. Okay, it's just like life. Accept it.
How can you tell me something forever affected me, though?
Accept the negative that happened to you. You know why it always affects you. You know why you're gonna always remember it. You're always gonna apply it to the way that you move. It doesn't. I'm not saying it affects you in a negative way, but it affected you. It's always going to affect you. Things affected me when I was a kid. Look at my hand, burned. That's going to always affect me. Cause and effect. It happened. Cause, effect, it happened. Acknowledge that. Acknowledge your cause affected another person. Acknowledge that. And then you can truly move on. But don't try to give excuses because now you're being blind and you're being immature to that. It's about growth. If you want that personal growth, if you're trying to get the top tier level of your growth, you have to acknowledge yourself. You have to be self-acknowledged of everything about yourself. Not just the positive, but the flaws too. If you can't acknowledge your flaws, then don't fucking talk to me. That means you're lost. You're lost in the sauce.
I was a child.
You're giving an excuse again.
I was a child. I did it on purpose to hurt somebody.
You
back.
know,
And it's
you
okay.
know why it's still lingering with you? Because the first thing out of your mouth is all men. All men is cheaters.
Not only that. Not only that.
I don't
all I
believe
just
all men
heard.
cheat.
That's
I don't
all I
believe
just
all men
heard.
cheat.
Let's go back to something you said. This is no indictment against you.
We're just talking.
Language exposes us. This man said, "My heart will forever be broken." I hope his motherfucking heart is still broken.
Yeah, because he broke mine
Based
first.
but
That's why.
but
So
you-
it was payback.
But at the same,
Listen
you-
to the
but you're
preacher.
still holding. That's an indictment that you're holding against that man. You haven't moved on from that. So therefore, now hear me out.
I don't think about that man.
We're not talking about the man. We're talking about the experience. What you'll do a lot of times, not just you, but just in general, you will, based upon your experience, this is how you will measure every man after that experience. If you had a horrible experience, a fucked up experience, not a lot of times, this is how you measure these men. And so as a result of that, if you're not self-aware of the bullshit that you have not let go of, you're going to continue to repeat cycles, which will lead to self-sabotage.
I agree.
And as a result of that, it's like, what the fuck? I'm frustrated. Why can't I find somebody that's good and loyal to me? It's because the simple fact is he may be speaking language that you're used to. If you're not dealing with that apart from him, based upon whatever he's doing, you will never have anything healthy with that man. So if you're not ready to acknowledge that, you're going to continue to justify, as they said, and rationalize as if you are never wrong. And if you're never wrong, you can never be in a position to be accountable and grow.
I never said I wasn't wrong. I never said I wasn't wrong. I said I did it intentionally on purpose because he did it to me. I know I was wrong. I didn't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck about what he did to me. So I didn't give a fuck about how I made him feel in return for forever.
So
I don't
think she's trying to give a justification. She's just trying to state the facts. Like, okay, when
Point
you
blank
did
period.
it.
So moving forward, I grew from that. Like I said, I'm a 28-year-old woman now. I was 17. I've grown, and we can grow and acknowledge where we
I'm
met
just
here
basing
and be
the
better.
conversation off of what you said.
That's all I said was I was better now.
Hope
I am.
that he's doing fucked up still.
He's not. He's amazing. I'm so happy for him.
Yeah, but you said you hope so. Then that's what he said.
All right, so let me put this last thing out there. All right, how many of y'all said y'all still fuck when y'all get out of a relationship, right? And y'all still want to fuck somebody. Y'all fuck somebody from your past, right?
Who you familiar with?
Yes.
Yeah, no?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the reality.
Yeah.
If they're not fucking someone new, it's from
Right,
your past.
right.
I really
Yeah.
Thank you.
Try to not add a new body to the situation.
Yes,
Period.
It depends.
that's true.
A lot of men have to give up their women from their past and erase them out of their life when they get in a new relationship. Women
In a new relationship, that's different.
Hold on. This means
Newly single is when we're fucking
Let me just
them.
say this. After your relationship with this new person, you still have those people from your past that you can't hit up. Right or wrong?
You have access to.
Do you have access
Absolutely.
to?
But don't you
If we're
have
being
access to that
honest,
too?
absolutely.
No,
Yeah, sure.
No,
You go.
because when I'm
Because if I'm hitting
Let me
you
ask
up,
you- let
you're
me
from
ask
my past, so that means I'm also from yours.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. When a man hits up a woman that's been in a relationship, you knew you were fucking with this nigga or whatever, and he moves into a new relationship. A lot of it be fuck you forever.
No.
No,
disagree.
no. When you see a nigga get in a new relationship, you be cool.
Well, I
we
would
weren't
hope so. You're in a
together-
relationship.
When you-
Why are you looking
together-
to hook up with other women or women
I don't
from
give
your
a fuck
past?
about what's going on. If you're not my nigga, to give a fuck.
Because niggas like to go get new pussy, and women like to go get old dicks.
Okay.
There's a
That's-
such thing as right person, wrong time. So that might be the right time when you come back. You done fucked over all these other bitches and you done got your mind right and decided that you're finally ready to be right. And then we can spin the block and try it again. It's not always fucked up.
So when have you found the right dick, right time?
I found right dick, right time. I've been the wrong person. I'm not going to admit that.
Oh, here we get
Here we go.
We got a breakthrough, young lady.
Breakthrough. There we go.
Yeah, we got a breakthrough. All right, but look, I love this conversation, but we're gonna have to wrap this up. You know, I love it. I really love it. You know,
We started
I
getting
know
popping.
we can talk about this forever.
Yeah.
We can talk about this forever, but you know, I really want everybody to give their game. You know, there's a lot of game that been thrown around, but I want you ladies to give me game. Okay. So I'm gonna start off with you. You know, give me the game, and then we're gonna get the game from the ladies, okay?
Okay.
And then you already know how we gonna get out, fellas. You know what I'm saying? It's good game, all right?
Okay.
So what's your game?
All right, ladies, I will say this. The red flag that you ignore in the beginning is going to be the reason you leave. So we talked about this a lot, about standards, about boundaries. Keep your standards, stand on business, because that same thing that you ignored in the beginning is going to be the reason you leave his ass.
Like that.
Yes.
All right. What's your game?
My game is if you don't have nothing to add, don't have nothing to take. If y'all not growing together, grow separate and utilize who's around in the moment, you know. But don't get into something knowing that you don't have pure intentions and, you know, wholehearted intentions on growing with that person. Just be single in life. It's so much easier.
Okay, my game.
Your game.
I would definitely say my game is be intentional about what you want. You know what I'm saying? Don't love somebody before you know them. Take your time, get to know people, get to know if they can provide the things that you want. And if they can't, that's okay. You know, you date until you find someone or till the person that God has designated for you comes into your life. But be intentional about the things that you want and don't want in a relationship. And don't settle. Don't fucking settle.
Respect.
Respect.
My game is 1, come correct. 2, if they really wanted to, they would. So if you have everything that person wants, vice versa, but they're lacking the little things that you ask from them and stuff like that, just know if they wanted to, they would. And if you guys are compatible, you're going to know what's okay and what isn't, and decide from there whether or not you want to be with that person. But don't waste each other's time just, cheating on them, being unfaithful, and really and truly lost, because you guys need to know what each person wants from the other person.
I agree. My game would be for guys, maybe your next relationship, situationship, whatever you're about to come into, try being honest. Like, hey, baby, I might be a hoe, but I'm going to keep taking care of you. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Try being honest. Women love that. some women are gonna be with that and still fucking sucking, cleaning, cooking all for you while you're out cheating. Just be honest, you know? And for the ladies, I would say, make that man a sandwich at 4 a.m. when he asks and suck it afterwards. It goes a long way.
I want to give out the game.
Who's going first?
One of my,
Big be quiet tonight, man. You been this the quiet I ever.
want to give it out.
Really?
Go ahead, Vic.
Come on, Biggie. Come on,
I
Vic.
like what she said. I like what she said. You know what I mean? Make sure you sucking it. Make sure you doing everything that you need to do. You know what I mean? But niggas, keep doing what y'all doing out there. Don't settle for less. If they ain't bringing nothing but ass, titties, and sucking dick and nothing else to the table, keep running through them. You feel me? Because that's all you're gonna get. What can you expect? You can't expect nothing more. So you can go get that from each and every one of them. You heard it right here on Pure Game Podcast tonight. That's all they bring it to the table. So what can you expect? You can't expect nothing more.
That's big for your ass.
No, boy.
Vic is crazy.
Slick Vic is back, baby.
That's big for your ass.
You heard it. I didn't have to say much tonight.
RP.
Yes, sir. Stop being lazy of looking in the mirror. Don't ask for what you're not ready to give. That's it. That's it.
That's
good.
That's it.
Straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
Real.
Like that.
All right, mine's a little convoluted, but here we go. I'll start off by saying like learning experience, right? We all have to learn from our past, our mistakes. You wouldn't know that niggas was cheaters unless you got cheated on in the past. And women wouldn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like we all have these learning experiences. And I'm sorry to tell you, but we all have to have them still.
We have to.
Everybody can't stop being cheaters. Everybody can't stop because it takes that certain time where you cheat, where you like, it just takes one person for you to cheat and they ruin your whole life and you learn that like, damn, this bitch ruined my life. She done told everybody I'm cheating on my girl. She done dropped pictures of me online. She done, all this shit happens for a reason. So you may not just be the right one. Everything happens for a reason. God designed our lives for a reason. And we all have certain experiences that we're all going to go through and all going to learn and all going to change from. If you can't change from those experiences, then you fail. But if you do change, then you become a better person. And that's my game.
That was some good game.
That was a great game, man. I really love it. My game for the night is comfortable on this. You know what I'm saying? Your expectation can be your expectation, but you gotta respect your partner's expectation to it. And come to every relationship with a clean slate. Get that out your head of what's the worst that can happen. If your mindset is what's the worst that can happen, then you will never succeed. You're never gonna get what you want. That you never giving that person the benefit of the doubt. You're not allowing that person to prove you wrong or prove you right or prove you to your expectations. And at the same, main thing for me, watch how you move. Actions speaks 1,000 words. And on that note, I really appreciate everybody for being here tonight. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all tuning into the Pure Game Podcast. And we're out. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah, peace.